away, get sexy to wash it. Man, there's a lot of work when it comes to winter around here, you know. All the cars have to be put away, have to be washed. So much work all the time, you know. So much work. But that was a blast. Come on in the shop, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I started work on this 32 Ford here, and at the car show we stuck the body together, and ever since then I've been collecting up parts to try to make this bad boy run, because it's the furthest it can be from a runner, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it hasn't been an engine works, it's all C's and overhead transmission, all this sort of stuff, but I've collected up a bunch of stuff and I'm almost ready to spend a weekend and make this thing roll. So what I've done, I actually went up to a friend's place, John, and he gave me a couple headlights. And I really enjoyed them, but I came right home first thing and made a bracket to fit them headlights to do this car. And I just want to show you what I'm going to do here. So I made this little bracket. This bracket here went from the fender to the fender. What I did is I cut them off and I changed the positioning of them and then cut the bar and put the weld in the middle and made what I wanted to make. Exactly what I did. Just made what I wanted to make. And then that's what I always do, is make what I want to make. And now there's more people out there that want to build a hot rod, you know, and just can't afford it. Like, you know, same as me. Like, I want to build this thing too. But to find a drop axle with brakes to fit in front of the hot rod, you're looking at probably $1,500 American. That probably about $3,000 Canadian. So this is what I do. Just same as this headlight bracket. I made it. Because I made it the way I made it. What I've done, this is looks to me like a 50s style front end, but it's dropped axle. It's got the kingpins are new. The brakes look good on it. But the only thing is the shackle goes this way, because it bolts in there. And I don't want that, because we want the shackle bolt on here and goes transverse spring across the front. Now, most people say, well, I can't use that. Well, I'm going to use it. So what I've done is I bought a few pieces here. This is an old wishbone off the front end of a Ford. Off this what I've got, and I'm going to use that wishbone, and I'm going to make that front end work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off where it's mounted. It is mounted right here. I'm going to cut this off so it makes it look like this. I'm going to cut that off, and you'll never know that that spring mount was there. You'll never know. Then I'm going to take these radius bars. I got that little thing made there for $20. 3/16 or thicker. That's going to come in here. I'm going to weld this little thing here. This little, I guess it's sleeve, I guess you would call it. I'm going to weld this sleeve on this straight axle. And then I'm going to use this radius bar. And I'm going to put that radius bar on there. And as you see, that radius bar don't fit the drive length. So what I did is I cut a hole in it. So the drive link will go through that. And when I say I cut a hole in it, I cut a hole in it. And when I see that's empty in here, I'll take a piece of round rod and I'll lay it in there and I'll weld that shut. So that gives that strength back. For the ends of my radius rods, I went to the tractor dealership and I bought these. $35, two Heim joints, rod ends, whatever you call them. Cut it in half. Weld it to the end of this, which bolts to my frame. I needed a transverse spring, so I bought a trailer spring. $35. So I will put a front end together in this car. I will put a dropped straight axle in the front of this car for less than $500. And I will have everything. I will have made it all. That front end didn't fit in there. And what I did is I just used my brain to figure out how I can put that front end in there. When it comes to the steering box on the other side, I've got this coming on right here. I put my radius arms going back here and here. What I'll have to do when I put this Pitman bar back on, I'm going to have to modify it to make it fit. But that's what I'll do to make it work. And that's just easy. You can go to any old Ford truck or Chevy truck and do the exact same thing. If you want a dropped axle for your hot rod, you can do the exact same thing. And you can get them for mere nothing anywheres. just using your brain. And when I get this all done, it's gonna look awesome. Like it's gonna look like a real hot rodder done it. And that's me. All right, have a good Friday. My woman, some sexy.